Deadly L in the house. Aquagana. Bitcoin ballin'. Bring it to you raw. Here we go. Here we go. Bitcoin ballin', gonna chat callin', what you need, baby, I got you. Bitcoin ballin', act where we all in, it's our time, no more sleeping, we ballin', Bitcoin ballin', we ballin' and ballin', Bitcoin ballin', gonna chat callin', what you need, baby, I got you. Bitcoin ballin', act where we all in.
What's up, crypto fam? Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Sin City Crypto Live. I'm one of your co-hosts, David. We're coming at you live. I know I said it 3 times, but it's important. We're live in Sin City Studios here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Another one of our shows. Before we get into the content, quick disclaimer. Nothing that's said on the show or channel should be taken as financial advice. Please do yourself a favor, find your financial advisor, and do your own research. With that out of the way, I'd like to introduce you to our other co-host, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel. You already know what I'm going to say. We're going to take the old, the boring, and the stale information, repackage it up in a fun and sexy way. Also, we don't just do the live streams here at Sin City Crypto. We also do the deep dives. We just released one this morning, and go check it out. But this is the live stream. Watch the deep dives. And if you ain't subscribed yet, what the hell is wrong with you? And if you ain't liked the video yet, what in the hell is wrong with you? And lastly, I just want to say, what's up, D-Fib? How you doing, bro? There you go. So, David.
We are 100 hours away from becoming YouTube partners. It's exciting.
That's right.
When are we going to hit that number?
I don't know.
2 days?
Why are you seem depressed today, bro?
It was a long night.
You're like,
last night was long. I'm trying to...
Wake up!
I'm trying to...
Wake up!
I'm trying to...
Wake up!
I'm trying to get...
Put
Red
a one
Bull
in the
and give
chat
you
if you want to
wings
see some more energy out of David. Because
we have,
he's dragging me down today.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, Rob.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Let's go. How you feeling, bro? You good?
I'm good.
All right, let's go, man. Bitcoin's moving. Tons of big news today.
Bitcoin is not moving.
Bitcoin is moving. It went from 38 to 39.
Not
Okay,
even 0.5%.
And so Bitcoin's moving. Your boy's energy's moving, and we got some big news. I mean, we got New York. New York's hating on Bitcoin. The mayor, he was pro Bitcoin. Now he's a hater Bitcoin. We got Brazil. They moving. They moving. Leaps and bounds in the regulation and adoption direction. We got ETF coming, which got delayed, but still it's coming. We got all kinds of
Eddie, shut your ass up. Now I was gonna give you a shout out for your birthday, but I'm not.
See here over here, we got Eddie Santiago in the chat. If you don't know who Eddie Santiago is, he is our co-host and producer and man of many talents. It's his birthday. It's his birthday today, so Eddie, happy birthday.
No happy birthday from me.
Yeah. What else we got? Quick shout out to the chat. We got Will in the chat first here. So, Will, congratulations to you, brother. We appreciate you. We love you. Broke Yoshi, Russell, Crypto Geek, Why You Loud. And then we got Chef Lala Bell Olga. And we got DFib, of course. AZ, Eddie, Mark and Mark, KDK. Is KDK new?
I think she's been here before.
KDK's been here
She's
before.
Will's sister.
Oh, that's right.
I love Will. He just brought his whole family in here. That's right. I'm digging it.
Cool. All right.
You're a good man. Moneda Republic. They're like he or she has been here before. Welcome back, Monedo. Do you like menudo, by the way?
Menudo, okay. You know, cow stomach is literally the most. That is nasty, man.
Yeah.
Oh, the menudo group?
No, I'm talking about the food.
Yeah.
My mom and dad used to cook that stuff, man. I would wake up from the smell. It was so disgusting.
Bro, if you've ever seen what cow stomach looks like, it looks like
Robin's face.
A weird pillow, like with like a little hexagon shit. It just looks fun. If it don't look good, I ain't eating it, you know?
Man.
All the food that's got like questionable like shapes and colors. Like,
So you're saying you don't like dinosaur chicken nuggets?
Dino nuggets.
Those are bomb.
That I don't think there's actually like any real chicken in that thing. I think it's like
Probably
all.
not.
You think there's any dinosaurs in it?
I would not be surprised.
The chicken used here was frozen in the time of the dinosaurs.
It was harvested using dinosaur fossils.
All right.
Oh, man.
And then we got Tyrone up in here, late arrival.
What's up, Tyrone?
Eddie says he likes turkey.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
He is a
Eddie.
turkey.
Is that we're gonna get you a turkey for your birthday. So we're gonna and
Like a live one or one of those frozen turkeys?
Is there a turkey coin? I want to know. Let's take a look here.
I'm sure there
Let's see. Let's see what happens when I type in turkey.
Do you think there's too many cryptos right now?
There's a turkey energy token and there's a turkey in you. Look at this turkey in you. Literally.
Okay,
what it says, what is turkey in you? It's that time of the year when we give thanks. Okay, I'm done. Okay,
Do you think there's too many cryptos right now?
is that a real question?
I mean,
We just looked at the turkey in you coin. Come on now.
19,159.
Yeah, honestly, you're probably only going to need like 40, maybe 100.
So
you get what I'm saying? Like,
if there's a complete reset, like a wipeout, like a massive bear market that completely just destroys the crypto market, how many cryptos do you think we're left with?
well, here's the thing. If you look at CoinMarketCap, they don't like once they add something, they don't take it away. So I mean, like you can even go look at like Squid Game's token, anything that's rug pulled. So it's still here. So here's the thing. It's this is just the growing list, and it includes all the failed projects. So it doesn't. It's not like even if we went through a bear market, you liquidated 80% of the crap coins, they'll still be listed there in the future. But anyways, getting into it. Bitcoin, $39,097.15. We're on the come up. We moving, baby. We is off to the moon. You're lucky I didn't thumbnail this thing.
We have a new
we got Leo. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
from Brazil. Why don't you speak some Portuguese to him?
Falas português? Okay.
That's all he knows.
Não, eu falo português, mas sou de Portugal português.
Yeah.
Pouco diferente, mas.
Puxa o cara lá pra cá.
But yeah, we keep it strictly English here as far as our vocal. But if you want to comment in Portuguese, I'll be glad to write back to you. So now he says that you should read the laws. Regulation was not good from his perspective. So we're gonna do. You know what? Laws are written
And meant to be broken.
What laws are written, and as you know, with most governments, they're due to interpretation. That's why you have lawyers. They take a law and they argue whether or not you're in the parameters of the law, what was the intention of the law, things of that nature. So we have the same issues here in the U.S. Every time there's a law, there's things that are overseen and people take advantage of loopholes. So there's always good and bad. Now, taking a look at the crypto markets here, the Bitcoin 39,000. So what's your vibe, man? You think we're gonna stay under the 40,000 there, David?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go lower.
Yeah, I think so. I'm still eyeing that $36,000 Bitcoin target. I think it'll get there. Ethereum under 3,000. Losing.
It's the NFT market, man. NFT market is dying.
Yeah, Bitcoin. What Bitcoin's sitting at 39, you would think Ethereum would be closer to 3. So, maybe Ethereum's starting to lose some steam, man.
I'm telling you, it's the NFT space.
Yeah.
Yeah, once the NFT volume gets back up, ETH will go back up.
All right. And then taking a look at the crypto bubbles here. With the daily bubbles, we got Hex is moving up 12%, Stepping Coin up 18%. We have ApeCoin up 10%. This is all for the day. And then Aave as well.
ApeCoin is now the most valuable Metaverse token.
Oh yeah,
more valuable than Mana, Sandbox.
Well, you know the thing is they didn't grow that. You know what I mean? Mana and Sandbox, they grew their token from ICO from pennies up to where it is now. And basically ApeCoin, they just airdropped their coins, man. There's I don't look at that as like, wow, look how successful ApeCoin is. They just dropped it to rich people. I mean, right? At least they dropped it off to people that are well off or have really high value NFT portfolios. And so these people aren't itching to sell. I mean, it's a great marketing strategy. You're like, hey, how do we add value to a coin that we want to release? Basically, how do you stop people from liquidating it? Because you airdrop somebody, you give somebody free money, first thing they're going to do is cash that thing in.
Right.
Here's the thing. If you give a billionaire $1,000 Amazon gift card, how long is it going to take to use that thing? Right? Yeah. You give me an Amazon gift card, your boy, not even 3 hours later, that thing is liquidated, bro.
Probably another graphics card.
So, exactly. So now it's the same with this ApeCoin, man. You give people that are all holding an asset worth $250,000 or $500,000, depending on where the market is on the Bored Apes, and you airdrop that to them, and then you dangle the carrot. You're like, hey, Metaverse, and then at the same time, they're not itching to sell.
Not only that, but the liquidity it got right away was ridiculous. I mean, you got a Coinbase listing right away. You got a Binance listing right away.
It's an ERC20 token that was airdropped, and there was no founding team members holding it. Right. And so it just checked all the parameters of not a security. And it also has a DAO. So they knew what the hell they were doing, man. Yuga Labs, hats off to you, man.
Weren't you just shitting on Yuga Labs the other day on BitBoy?
I don't like what they're doing. I think this Metaverse thing is a straight up financial money grab. How are you going to release a land sale and there's not even a picture of the land? It's obviously just a money grab, bro. It is 100%. You didn't all of a sudden develop the Metaverse. It's not like you have this Metaverse all built out and it's all sexy and it's been in development forever. No. This is an idea somebody came up with 2 months ago. They're like, hey, this Metaverse thing is popping off, man. You want to do one? Like, okay, yeah. When do you want to sell land? Like, well, we haven't even built it. Yeah, just sell the land. We'll figure it out. That's what they're doing. And so for me, I think it screams tons of risk. Tons of risk.
For ApeCoin or for the whole Metaverse?
For the Metaverse. And ApeCoin, because the Metaverse is tied into it. But here's the thing, who isn't at risk is people that got airdropped it. Because if the ApeCoin goes to zero, they're in the same spot they were before. Now, the people that are going to get screwed are the people that are FOMOing into this ApeCoin. And if the Metaverse delivers, which it will. And now, I'm not saying that the project will be crap. But what I'm saying is that it will take a long time to roll out. No matter what, no matter if this thing it takes over the world, it's going to be 5-6 years before we have an implementable game that is like solid from the ground up. And it's just how long a game takes to develop. These video game franchises that have teams of hundreds of people that have been building games day in and day out. That's literally all they do. And they just build video games and they have teams and teams of people. Look at Activision and Electronic Arts, all these other companies. And that's what they do. It takes them 4 to 5 years on average to build a game. And so you're going to sit here and tell me you're going to have an immersive environment that it's an entire world with land and all. Get out of here, bro. That ain't launching no time soon. And the fact that they're selling the land without a single hint of what the thing will look like, outside of a teaser trailer of a monkey drinking some crap, and that's it. Literally,
You got to
definition.
raise money to build it out, right?
You telling me they ain't got no money? Like, get out of here, man. They got they get like 5% royalty fees on every single Bored Ape that gets sold.
I don't know if it's 5%, but
Whatever it is, it's close to 5%.
a lot of money.
So every time one of those moves or gets sold on OpenSea, royalty, boom. Rocco, do me a favor. Find out what the royalty fee is on a Bored Ape. Yeah, money ain't an issue for those dudes, man. Just saying that. Taking a look at Crypto Fear and Greed Index, we're sitting at a hefty low ball number 21. We like 21 here in Vegas.
Blackjack, baby.
And if you like buying cheap Bitcoin, 21 is also a good number because you're in extreme fear. And traditionally, when you're in extreme fear, it is a great time to buy. The stock market has bounced back, which, hey, lo and behold, we always talk about. NASDAQ, correlation, cryptocurrency, up 1%. Bitcoin, up 1.75%. What do you know? And a little article pulled up here. The adjustable rate mortgage demand doubles.
Oh my God!
As interest rates,
this the shit that just literally destroyed the real estate market in 2008.
So if you have an adjustable rate mortgage, you now are seeing the highest rate of interest since 2009. So you're sitting around 5.37% on a 30-year mortgage. Woo!
5 point what?
5.37% on a 30-year mortgage.
Damn. I got lucky.
That's for the adjustable, though.
Oh.
Now, on other news, I was looking for some articles. I found this one. Look at this. Billionaire NBA owner plans
2.5%.
2.5%.
Yeah.
So NBA owner plans a new Las Vegas Strip high-end casino.
Great.
Not at all crypto related, but I just ran into it. I thought I'd share it real quick. In between Planet Hollywood and MGM.
Who is it?
It's the owner of the Houston Rockets, I think it was.
Fertitta. He already has fucking station casinos here.
He has the Golden Nugget Casino downtown. So prime property on the strip between Caesars, Planet Hollywood, and MGM Grand. That's the that M&M building and like movie theater thing.
Yeah, with the 2 stories, the food court up top.
Yeah, they're gonna blow that thing up and build
He's already got
a big ass casino.
That's not news.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd share that. That's all I got, David.
I'm doing math on how much.
So 2.5%.
So they've made 12,850 ETH on just secondary sales. And if you multiply that by an average price of $3,000, that's $38.5 million in just royalty fees from sales of Bored Apes.
So Yuka Labs has made $38.5 million off of straight up royalty sales.
That's crazy.
That doesn't include any. That doesn't include the mint price that they got for all of those, and
That's.
And they
As
also
George Bush would say, that's ridiculous.
They also picked up was it CryptoPunks, right?
Yes.
And they have the Meebits, right?
Meebits was CryptoPunks. You had the Bored Ape Kennel Club.
They got Women of Wonder Women.
World of Women.
Women, whatever it is.
I don't think that one is. I could be wrong. I don't think that one's Yuga Labs. But who knows? Bless you. Did you see?
Yeah. It's the cats, the cool cats, the Meebits. It's the women, World of Women, CryptoPunks, and Bored Ape Yacht Club. That's their portfolio.
Yuga Labs.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
That's all you got.
That's all I got.
All right, we're moving on. Let's get into our very next segment, the hot take.
It's hot.
So I'm sure you've heard New York has banned proof of work mining, aka Bitcoin mining. So, and we're gonna get more in detail on the article during our talking points, but our hot take is this: will the New York Bitcoin mining ban solve anything? Will it solve climate issues? Will it solve whatever else they want it to solve? Robin, I'll throw it to you first.
New York, what the hell y'all doing? You know,
So much for that mayor being pro-crypto.
yeah, he came out and he took his first 3 paychecks in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then now he's ending the Bitcoin mining, or he's putting a block on Bitcoin mining or proof of work mining, which everybody kind of associates Bitcoin. But, you know, theoretically, if you have a graphics card at home and you're mining Ethereum, you are now breaking the law in the state of New York. How insane is that? Now, let's just say you decided not to plug in the graphics card and mine Ethereum, but yet you decided to plug in an extra refrigerator in your garage. That, sir, is legal. Probably takes more energy than their graphics card. But if you decide to plug in your graphics card and mine Ethereum instead of your refrigerator, you're breaking the law.
Well,
how does that make any sense?
so it says the bill would only apply to fossil fuel powered mining facilities.
Oh, okay. So
I don't think.
So,
yeah.
okay. Well, if you facilitized your mining cards,
Listen, there can only be one George Bush.
if you put those mining cards in your she shed out in the backyard,
But here's the funny
that could be
thing.
considered a mining facility.
You have Texas. There was an article about riot going to Texas and spending like $400 million building a mining facility. And then you have a state like New York where they're like, nah, we good. So it's like the Bitcoin mining facilities have proven to help the power grid, not hurt it, has proven to create jobs, to create money for the state. Like New York, you need the money. Marky Mark, you're from New York. Does New York need more money to run their government? Yes or no? The answer is a resounding yes. So this whole like ESG, Bitcoin mining is bad for the climate. It's been debunked so many times. Yes, it uses energy. Yes, it uses power. But so does printing money. So does oil.
If
So
you
does
have a problem with how the energy is produced, it doesn't matter what you're plugging into the wall. You know, if your issue is coal, fossil fuels, if those types of energy are bad for the environment, here's the thing. A Bitcoin miner is not powered by a lump of coal. Okay? So the miners aren't just, they don't have a furnace over here, and they're not pouring fucking coals into a furnace with the Bitcoin miner plugged in over there. They plug into the network, and if you're not happy with the energy that the network is using, then you need to go find the source of the network. Because, like I was trying to reference, doesn't matter if it's a mining rig or it's a refrigerator. You're drawing power from the grid. If you're not happy with the power that's in the grid or where it came from, then you need to go to the source. Because the end product is the mining card, and it is not polluting. It'd be no different than plugging a refrigerator, a computer, a mining card, whatever. Anything that has an outlet, you plug it into the wall. That's where the energy comes from. Why is all of a sudden Bitcoin bad? Like,
not to mention the majority of the energy used is renewable. So
that mining units use. Bitcoin mining, they tend to gravitate towards green energy for the simple fact that there's usually an abundance of it in the areas that have green energy. And when there's abundance of it, it's cheaper. And there's a profit margin that's very slim for Bitcoin mining. And so if you're paying too much in energy, then you're not incentivized to go and plug in there. And so if you have a solar wind farm or whatever it is, and you're producing extra energy, that's typically where you would go. And like you said, it helps the grid. So here's my best analogy, okay? Your power grid has to have excess or surplus for higher demands. Think of your car. So you have your RPM meters. If your RPM meters only go up to 2, then you can never accelerate when you need to pass a car or merge on the freeway. So you need an excess amount of power, an excess amount of gas, an excess amount of energy for when demand needs it. So when your car needs to accelerate a lot faster than normal, you need to be able to step on the gas. You need more gas to power your car. It's the same thing with an energy grid. If all of a sudden at 3 p.m. at the hottest part of the day in the middle of the summer, when all the ACs are plugged in, you need a tremendous amount of surplus in energy. And here's the thing. You don't just all of a sudden turn the energy up. You're not the power company. You turn the energy up and then down. You just have to have that amount of energy available all the time. And this dissipates naturally. And so they don't have like batteries sitting around at the power station. So if you're running, let's just say however many kilowatts of energy, that's what you need all the time. But the grid doesn't need it all the time. So with a mining operation, you could come in, you could set up, and then from there you can draw from the grid. And when they get to their peak hours, you can just simply turn off your mining units for a couple hours, and that's it. What do we got here? What do we got there? A microwave, huh? Wow. Okay. 14 cents for 60 minutes. So that the price of the Hot Pockets is not just $1.99 anymore. It's $1.99 plus 14 cents. So your Hot Pockets actually cost $2.13.
If you're putting in your Hot Pocket in the microwave for a minute, something's wrong with you. For what is it, hour or a minute? For an hour, yeah.
Oh, for an hour?
Putting it in for an hour, you're something's wrong with you.
Well, what if I heat up 20 Hot Pockets back to back, bro? 2.5 minutes a piece. 60 minutes. How you doing? All right, so... But so basically speaking, the mining operations, they turn on and off their rigs according to the demand. So
like you said, if the power grid of the state needs to be relieved and something needs to unplug from it, you're not going to unplug people's homes. You're not going to unplug offices. You're not going to unplug but you can unplug the mining rigs and Bitcoin will still be fine. And so people don't think about that. Yes, are we drawing power from it? Yes. But we're also able to give power back and not use the network when you guys are overloaded or in that red zone where you need to tone it down a little bit. Like, can you say that about anything else that's plugged into the power grid? No, you can't. So this solves nothing. All right, you done?
How do you think our power grid is here at the studio? Because we keep plugging in more and more computers, cameras, lights. Man,
we need to get insurance on this place.
Dude, the power draw of the studio is
money in here. Never know, might get a Doge fan. Anyways, we're done with our hot take. Let us know what you guys think. Are you in agreement with me and Robin? Put a 1.
And there is an argument to be made on the backside. Do you think that proof of work is too energy consuming? Does it consume too much energy? And you think that maybe putting some bands might do something? Put a 2 if that's your thought. Put a 1 if you think it's overblown. And nobody's disputing the fact that Bitcoin does eat up a lot of energy. But in comparison to the real world, it's extremely minute. And
the automotive industry has a 1 to 1.5% grace. Like they're able to be off between 1 and 1.5% on their emission numbers. You know how much the Bitcoin network, you know how much it consumes? Less than 1%. So Bitcoin is literally the fractal of what the automotive industry is allowed to be off by. So I don't want to hear it. All right. Moving on to our next segment where we give you all the up-to-date news on everything happening in crypto and Robin's story time, the talking points. So we are going to Brazil. We had our fellow Brazilian in here talking about Bitcoin law in Brazil. Well, here it is. Brazil's Senate approves Bitcoin law to regulate cryptocurrencies. Brazil's Senate has passed the country's first bill governing cryptocurrencies in a plenary session, which will set the stage for the creation of a regulatory framework for the country's crypto industry. The bill must be approved by the Chamber of Secrets. Wait, what? Must be approved. The Harry Potter got me. Do you like Harry Potter, by the way? I know it's kind of off topic.
Absolutely terrible movie. And
Are you
franchise.
kidding me? Hold on. Take the article away. Did you just say Harry Potter's a terrible movie?
Yes.
Explain yourself.
Okay, they have the exact same format for every single movie.
It's a book. It's a book
and the book
series.
is terrible too, bro.
Oh my God.
It's literally Lord of the Rings for a child mentality.
You're joking me, right?
I'm
it is
not
one
joking.
of the most successful series in the history
It
of
is
history.
hella cheesy. I mean, it is so corny and cheesy. Even in the movies are even worse, bro. I mean, their Quidditch game trash. The dark arts teachers, it's like always the same narrative. I mean, they put the three-headed dog to sleep by playing some soft music. Like, get out of here, man. That thing is trash, bro. I'm not saying there's bad actors in there. I'm just saying that for the top to bottom, as far as narrative, storyline, and just as a franchise in general, doo-doo.
You're doo-doo. You're doo-doo. Can't believe you said that. Yeah, people are in shock. Harry Potter.
And you know what else? The Star Wars franchise is definitely underperforming lately. You know, the original ones were good.
Don't go. I swear to God, if you say stop.
I don't like the
Do
newest
not.
ones, man. I don't like the newest ones.
Okay,
the
I'll give
newest
you that.
ones,
I'll give you
the
that.
last like 3 or 4, or the last like 3 of them, not that. I'm not saying they were bad. Harry Potter bad, but Star Wars definitely lost its allure. Just like all these new remakes, The Matrix, doo-doo, the new Batman, trash.
Yeah, Batman was
Man,
trash.
get out of here, man. We
Marky
need
Mark,
a new
Marky Mark said he wishes he was a cheese wizard.
a cheese wizard.
Yeah. He said he would cut the cheese all the time.
You know, I asked my dad during the COVID break because he was
Stop
going
saying the you rail me when I say the word.
during the C word break. So,
That didn't
anyways,
sound good.
your boy couldn't leave the house for a while, and my dad was like, "I'm going grocery shopping. I'm going to pick up some stuff." And actually, I had COVID, so I couldn't leave the house. Did I say the word again? Damn it! All right, so I had the C
Elon
word.
just bought Twitter. We're good.
So, I, your boy had the pandemic, and I'm sitting at home, couldn't go grocery shop. My dad's like, "Yo, want me to go pick up some groceries?" I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be awesome, that'd be great." And so,
Story time.
no. So he gives me, I give him a list. I'm like, "Yo, I got crackers at the house." I was like, "Can you bring me some spreadable cheese?" My dad come back with 2 different cans of Cheese Whiz. It was like sharp cheddar, and it wasn't even the Cheese Whiz. It was the Kroger brand cheese can whiz thing.
You are so bougie.
And the other one was like white cheddar.
Has to be imported from the depths of the Sicilian.
Cheese should not come out of a can in a pressurized aerosol way. Like, that's just wrong, bro. I'm sorry. But you should not have the same product that produces hairspray produce a cheese, bro. I'm just saying, like, it's just not natural. Like, I am not okay. You might okay. Yes, your boy bougie when it comes to food, but you shouldn't be aerosol spraying cheese out of a can. Get out of here, bro. It's just not right. It ain't
Never
natural.
done one of those where you go YOLO and just spray the cheese in your mouth.
Like,
Shit's funny. All right, let's get back to what our people came here for, which is crypto. So back to this Brazil article. The bill must be approved by the Chamber of Deputies and then signed off by President Jair Bolsonaro to become law in the country. This is expected to occur by the end of 2022, so we still have some way to go. Federal Deputy Areo Ribeiro first proposed the bill in 2015. So this bill was proposed 7 years ago, and it's finally approved. Now it's going to take another 8 months or so to be officially sent to the desk of the president to be signed off on. During the session, the Senate confirmed that the country's executive branch would be responsible for formulating rules for crypto assets and could either create a new regulator or delegate its power to the Securities and Exchange Commission or the Central Bank of Brazil. Talk about this all the time. Create a new regulator. That's what I've been talking about. Senator Arns said, the penalties must be proportionate to the amount of value affected by this type of crime. So let me give you some context real quick. According to the senator, the penalties for crime related to fraud, money laundering, and other white-collar crimes with crypto says they should be the penalty should be proportionate to the amount of value affected. So whoever committed a crime of $1 billion US causing damage to thousands of people would have a greater penalty than someone who affected less value. Do you agree with that? Do you think it should be a freaking just a straight line? Whether you fraud people out of $1 billion or $50, your crime should be the same. Or do you think it should be a scale like this guy's talking about?
No, I think naturally just laws go by the severity of it. I mean, if you,
I don't know. I'm just like, you're stealing money and
if
frauding people.
if you drive through a crowd of people drunk and you run over 5 people, your sentence is going to be a lot worse than if you rear end somebody drunk. So I'm just saying that like severity is always an.
Yeah, but I don't know. When it comes to stealing money,
If I steal $5, if I steal a candy bar from 7-Eleven, shouldn't be the same thing as stealing a car. I mean, stealing's wrong. Wrong is wrong, but I mean, at some point, like there should be more severe penalties for people that make more severe crimes.
all right. Senators also discussed incentivizing crypto miners to open up shop in Brazil since there will be a complete tax exemption for the import of ASIC mining devices into the country.
You hear that, New York?
Yeah,
Brazil is
exactly.
opening up the borders. Head on over there.
New York's over here banning them. Brazil's over here saying, come mine Bitcoin in our country. We will literally not tax you.
If you're running that she shed mining operation in your backyard, she shed, yes. You know what a she shed is?
I have no idea.
So a she shed is like, so you got your tool shed.
Why am I so dark?
I don't know. So the tool shed you got in the backyard, instead of putting tools in there, you put a couple chairs, a little coffee table. It's your lady or the women in the house can go hang out and partake in activities in the back. You know, the same way a man has a man cave, woman, she should deserve her own she shed.
No, women get the whole house. I don't know about your wife, but my wife pretty much has control of the whole house. I have a little spot in the corner of our room where I go read, and that's it.
It's the same here in the studio. I'm like, you get back over there, David.
Go to your corner. So, Robin, what are your thoughts on this overall thing? So our friend Leo mentioned it makes buying and selling crypto harder, but it's more beneficial for mining. Do you?
The thing is, here's the thing. You're gonna always get more. You're always gonna get better trading and more clarity and more exposure to real, to the big investors when you have clarity, when you have laws, when things are cut clean and simple. And there's no sector, any dominant sector of a financial system that isn't regulated in some way. And so, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like Robin said, laws can be interpreted. That's why you have lawyers. So I'm sure there's certain intricacies and word and language used in this bill that can be interpreted for the pro Bitcoin side, pro crypto side, and for the not pro. It's opposite of pro.
Here's the thing is with laws and regulation, things are always evolving. Oh, when they started proposing new laws on the housing market, or when
remember that infrastructure bill?
Yeah.
Where they snuck in that whole broker thing and they fought it.
Things are always evolving. And I can't speak for Brazil. I don't know how their regulation works. But generally speaking, you pass a bill. If it checks all the boxes, cool. If it's missing a couple of things or needs to be tweaked, you know what comes next? Another bill that addresses
another one.
Another one.
DJ Khaled said that.
So,
all right. We're staying in South America, but we're going
To Honduras? Peru?
No, we're going to Argentina.
Scandinavia?
Is that north or south of Brazil? East or west?
Where are we going?
Argentina.
Argentina is to the west.
To the west of Brazil, we go to Buenos Aires, Argentina, baby. Buenos Aires to allow citizens to pay taxes in crypto. Citizens of Buenos Aires will soon be able to pay their taxes with cryptocurrencies as the city looks to streamline its operations with blockchain tech. Horacio Rodriguez Larreta, head of the Buenos Aires government, has unveiled Buenos Aires Plus, an encompassing plan that seeks to revolutionize the city's operation. So it goes way beyond just accepting crypto for taxes. Pretty cool stuff in here. The first step in the plan will be to provide digital identities for millions of residents. The ambitious move will contain up to 14 documents, including vaccination certificates, test results, birth certificates, and educational documents. And Larreta revealed that, quote, all this flow of information, which is going to increase exponentially, is going to be protected by blockchain technology, the second transformation. This does not mean that the city is going to have cryptocurrencies in its public accounts, he also clarified. So, we've been saying it, we'll keep saying it, and we're going to say it. Blockchain is the future, and cryptocurrencies are tied to blockchain. So you are literally living in the building of the future of our world. Everything will be digital.
The building of the future of our world?
Future building of our world.
It is the house that David built.
Robin, I'm sick of you, bro. I quit. Okay, real quick before I move on. Will you say hello to Hayes Boss?
Hayes Boss. Hola. Welcome. Sin City Crypto.
We have HP. Now we have HB.
HP.
So blockchain is a future. Everything in our world is going to be digitized. And, you know, crypto's here for it. And we're literally on the ground level, level zero of this next 30, 40 year, I don't want to say experiment, but change in everything or how we live our lives. So, yeah. Robin, what do you thought? What are your thoughts on this article?
Well, first of all, I pulled up a picture of the map of Buenos Aires. In case you're wondering where it is. Then also,
so you were wrong.
This is what the towns look like. Look at this. They are all nice and colorful. Look at those houses, man.
Those are gorgeous.
If you had to pick a color for your house, which one would you go with?
Blue.
The light blue?
No, orange, baby. Petticoin, baby.
Pettiwinkle blue?
I'm going orange. You know, I have a bearded dragon. He's orange. We named him Biddy.
Oh,
Biddy for Bitcoin, yeah.
So
pretty funny
with the article,
Bitcoin.
What really stood out to me was the digital identifications being used on the blockchain, and that for me, I think, is one of the biggest advantages blockchain has to offer is data management and storage that can't be altered, and it can be accessible by anybody. What's up?
Okay, so you've heard the whole a chip in your arm that people can scan. It has all your information on there, right? Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
Are
you advocating for that?
No, I'm not. Hold on, listen. In Sweden, they started doing that as an experiment. If blockchain technology gets adopted like we think it is, that idea is bye-bye, because you can do the same thing without having to put a chip in your body, because you'll now have a little QR code or whatever and it'll have all your information on there. So that's awesome.
No, the chip is so that way they can track you no matter where you go.
Well,
if you leave your phone at home, they can't track you.
No, they guise it to where, hey, it'll have all your information, your bank information. You can just scan it to pay
I get that,
your vaccine. So the blockchain will solve all that.
But what I'm saying is that premise or that idea is for tracking. Don't you agree? So you can see where a person goes. It's all by the control, man.
They're tracking us now. They're tracking us on our phones.
That's what I'm saying. If you just leave your phone at home, or if you toggle off
there's cameras at
the GPS services.
Every single intersection, there's cameras. I'm sure they have face recognition. Have you not seen that show on Netflix?
Wait a second. I think I see a camera in front of me.
What?
There's a camera in front of me, bro.
No way.
Yeah.
Are they tracking you?
They snuck one in here, bro. But no, with the digital identifications, I mean, that is something I'm super bullish on. So instead of using the traditional data servers that only certain areas can access. So basically, you can't access DMV. If I need a record, my driving record, I gotta go to DMV, request my driving record because somebody else wanted it, whatever it is. Now, just imagine if I'm at my, I'm trying to get my commercial driver's license, for example. I want to go be a truck driver. And so I need a transcript of my driving record. So I got to go to DMV, I got to go get the transcript, I got to fax it over or mail it over to the company that I'm applying for. Why can't the company just access DMV and pull down the files? And before they do that, they just ask my permission. DMV just sends me a message, hey, blah, 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 is trying to access your records. Do you approve?
Just like on MetaMask, you have to go sign the message.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, do you approve? Like, sure, yes, I'm applying for this job. And now
And our very first interview we did was with a gentleman by the name of Brian Rosenberg. He's in the medical information field or medical records. And we talked to him about this. This was what, 4 months ago, Robin?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
And he agreed. He said, yes, this could solve so many issues that are going on in the medical records. And that's just one sector. You can literally extrapolate
just
digital
data
identities across every sector.
Data management. Just you with blockchain, because it's permissionless, it's transparent, everybody knows what's going on. You can hide data that you want to hide. So if you're talking medical records or your driving record, you can have it concealed, but it can be accessible by anybody.
Right.
And so if you give somebody the keys, you're like, oh, okay, you're not, not seed phrase, but you give you get permission, you get asked permission, you say yes, then it's alleviated. And one of the biggest things with like Cardano was like the digital identification for students in Africa. They have, so the issue was with a lot of third world countries or countries that aren't quite as developed as like say the US and the European Union, if a student leaves their country and goes to apply for a university, it is extremely difficult and sometimes impossible to get transcripts. So, and this is just basic information. What are your grades? And so if you can have that on a blockchain and all that information is there forever, and let's just say say the data storage company in Africa or in India or whatever it is, if they get corrupted, or say their building catches on fire, or the server goes down, or they get hacked, or whatever it is, like your information, your transcripts, the deed to your house, your driving record, it's all in jeopardy. And so why not just keep it forever on the internet? Forever. And then anybody can access it.
Can't be photoshopped.
Yeah. There you go.
So
that's what
you know what? I'm agreeing with Robin on this. And Robin, we got someone new. They saw you on ATB. Will you welcome my friend Noe?
Noel. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto, my dude.
Awesome.
Go.
For all the new community members, make sure you guys subscribe and ping the bell notifications so you do not miss out on our daily 10:30 a.m. Vegas live shows and our deep dives. We do deep dives every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
So also, for the new people here, the markets are down. What happens when the markets are down? Viewership is down. And what happens when viewership is down? We don't open up the club. If you're not familiar,
we don't open up the club, we don't give out money. What happens if we don't give out money? People stop coming. What happens if people stop coming? We shut down the YouTube channel. All right.
There you go. Anyways, when we get to 30 viewers in the chat, we open up the club. We have a Vegas party. We play some music, and we give away Bitcoin. All we got to do is just have 30 people in the chat. Yes. That's it. Very simple.
Very simple.
And if you have an extra iPad laying around, go ahead and log in.
Simple folk here. Where's Russell? He's back? Where's HP? Okay, I know what HP is.
Russell was in here earlier.
Was he?
Yeah, he was like the second or third person in the chat.
Russell's been pissing me off. Kidding, Russell. I love you, buddy. All right. So we're moving on. We briefly touched on this during our hot take, but it was too hot. So we took our hand off it. Now we're touching it again. New York Assembly passes bill to temporarily ban Bitcoin mining. The New York State Assembly has passed a mining moratorium bill to pause all crypto mining development for 2 years. Why would you put a date on it? I don't get that. Like, do you know something's going to happen in 2 years? What if it happens before 2 years? Okay. Assembly maker Anna Kells sponsored the bill designed to prevent the issuance of new permits for all crypto mining activities in the state, especially those that use carbon-based fuel. The moratorium gives the state a chance to meet the standards set out in the 2019 New York Climate Leadership and Community Protection Act. However, Kells insisted that the bill would only apply to fossil fuel-powered mining facilities, and she tweeted, "It would not in any way restrict the ability to buy, sell, invest, or use cryptocurrencies in New York State. This bill only pertains to large-scale crypto mining and power plants that use fossil fuel-based energy sources behind the meter."
What is she talking about? Go back up. So,
What you talking about, Willis?
that it would not in any way restrict the ability to buy, sell, or invest in cryptocurrencies. It is so damn hard to buy, sell, and invest in cryptocurrencies because of the BIT license in New York. What are you talking about? Look in the mirror. Stop passing legislation to make things more difficult, and then come out with a tweet and say, "Hey, we ain't making it hard to buy crypto." With this one,
It's just, yeah. I mean, we already kind of talked about this, so we're not going to spend too much time. Roy, you got anything else to add on this, Robin, before I move on?
Nah.
All right.
Tim's up in here. Tim Bear, what's up, bro?
Timmy? You know, I just found out Tim had a different last name, and he changed it to Bear. And I said, why didn't you just do regular Bear, like B-E-A-R?
Why didn't he change it to Bull? You know what I mean? Tim Bull, you know?
Bull.
Just saying, bro.
I'm digging it.
Natural, my natural thought process.
We got some news coming from the largest asset manager in the entire world, BlackRock. BlackRock lists Bitcoin blockchain ETF days after similar Fidelity launch. So Fidelity, if you missed the news, they announced that they're allowing companies to offer 20% of their 401ks with Fidelity in Bitcoin to their employees. And they are the number one 401k provider in, I don't know in the world, but definitely in the U.S. I'm assuming in the world too, because the U.S. is the largest economy in the world. So, and then now you're going to see a domino effect, a trickle effect. If it's good enough for Fidelity, it's good enough for the second largest one, for the third largest one, fourth. And apparently, it's good enough for the number one asset manager in the world, BlackRock. The world's largest asset manager, which manages roughly $10 trillion in assets. One company managing $10 trillion, bro. That's ridiculous. Added the iShares blockchain and tech ETF, which the ticker symbol is IBLC, to its Megatrends product suite on Wednesday. This is a quote from Rachel Aguirre, who is the BlackRock's head of U.S. iShares product. The expansion of our Megatrends lineup today reflects the power of the millennial and rise of the self-directed investor whose buying habits have reshaped mainstream consumer behaviors and, in turn, the companies in which they invest in. The new blockchain fund launched about a week after Fidelity listed its crypto industry and digital payments ETF and its Metaverse ETF. Both funds carry an expense ratio of 39 basis points. Currently, BlackRock product currently has 34 holdings. Its largest allocations are to crypto exchange Coinbase, as well as Bitcoin miners Marathon and Riot, with each account for more than 10% of the portfolio. Other top holdings include Galaxy Digital, IBM, Hive Blockchain Technologies, Bitfarms, and PayPal. This is another quote. While most of the market attention has focused on the price and volatility of cryptocurrencies themselves, we believe the broader opportunity, which is leveraging blockchain technology for payments, contracts, and consumption, has not yet been priced in. It's not been priced in yet. So, Rob, I'll send it over to you first. BlackRock, blockchain, how you feel?
BlackRock is invested in everything under the sun. So I'm not surprised they're investing in Bitcoin ETFs or cryptocurrency-related ETFs. But it's pretty huge, man. I mean, but the thing is, you just brings me back to my same narrative, man. Why don't we have the spot Bitcoin ETF? If Fidelity is offering 401k options, the largest 401k provider in the U.S., if they're offering the ability to invest in your retirement in Bitcoin, to like everybody across the country, basically, or and majority of the major companies. Like if that's a thing, then why are we still dragging our feet on this spot Bitcoin ETF, man? I just don't understand it, man. And it's like all the smartest companies, all the biggest, most well-respected companies are going all in on crypto, but yet the one facet of the economy that could help grow and facilitate Bitcoin is they're dragging their feet, man. SEC sucks, basically what I'm saying.
SEC does suck. So does Gary the Gun.
Gary the Gun Gensler.
Gary the Gun, always messing stuff up. Terrible. Again, it's happening. It's going to happen. Eventually, it's going to not just be some work our way around the spot ETF because it's not available. So it's a future. It's a perpetual. It's a options ETF. It's a response. There's going to be a spot ETF. And then when BlackRock gets in there, when Fidelity gets in there, when Vanguard gets in there, when VanEck gets in there, it's going to... I don't know what that sound was.
What was that, bro?
Beep, 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 beep. Kind of like a sputtering rocket, and then pew, just takes off. Yeah. Anyway, we're moving on. We're moving on to our very next...
very next sound effects.
What about avalanche? What does an avalanche sound like?
Bro,
all right.
That was the best when David was trying to explain what an avalanche sounds like.
Anyways,
Yeah,
Q1
is that a Harley or an avalanche? Which one is it?
Both. Q1 2022 venture capital activity in crypto set to outpace 2021. So we always talk about follow the money here's where the money's going. In 2021, venture capitalists poured in over $30 billion into infrastructure, NFTs, DeFi, and centralized finance and Web3. In the first quarter of 2022, so $30 billion for all of 2021. Q1 of 2022, $14.6 billion, which is almost half of what the entire year of 2021 was. Over 500 individual deals were struck in the first 3 months of 2022 throughout the 5 major sectors listed above. And here's a little mappy map for you to take a look at. Mr. Producer, you don't take my face away, so give the people what they need. No, take Robin's. Definitely take Robin's face away. So this is first quarter of 2022 compared to 2021. So in the yellow is the average deal value. And then the USD value, which is 14.6 billion Q1. And you can see in Q4 of 2021, Q3, Q2, Q1, and it's just been exponentially rising. So follow the money. Well, money's going into blockchain. It's going into crypto. So very, very bullish. I don't have much to say besides, the obvious fact that VCs are pouring money into our space. So just know it's coming. That's all I got to say. Robin?
Pretty much the same boat. I mean, you think about it. This is where the financial sector is growing the fastest. So it doesn't mean you have to go all in, but if you're a venture capital company, I mean, what's the risk? I mean, obviously there is risk, but, there's not so much downside as of now compared to where it used to be. So, I would say 2015, 2016, 2017, even 2018, definitely, cloudy, murky waters, there's a lot of question marks. But I think everybody understands that the biggest projects, your Bitcoin, Ethereum, your Binance, your Terra Luna, Solana, they're probably not going to go anywhere. And so if you're a venture capital fund and you decide to put money into these projects or their affiliates, the dApps that are launching on these projects, it's a pretty safe bet now. And so that's what these venture capital companies do. They invest in startups, and we see how fast this space is growing. So only natural. There you
go. Let's move on. Some Bitcoin mining news that's not negative. Riot Blockchain to develop 1 gigawatt of Bitcoin mining capacity in Texas. Texas is starting to lead the world in Bitcoin mining. Riot Blockchain, one of the largest publicly traded Bitcoin mining companies, said that it has started the development of a large-scale 1 gigawatt expansion projects at Navarro County, Texas. An initial 400 megawatt of capacity will be developed with immersion-cooled computers on 265 acres of land, with mining and hosting operations expected to commence in July 2023. Riot estimates that the total cost of the first phase of the expansion will be about $333 million. After completing the first 400 megawatt phase, future capacity at Riot site will be expanded by the additional 600 to meet the 1 gigawatt. Upon completion of expansion, Riot's developed capacity will total 1.7 gigawatts, establishing the company among the largest Bitcoin mining operations globally, said Jason Less, who's the CEO of Riot. And then on April 5th, Riot said that by January of next year, the company expects to have a self-mining hash rate capacity of 12.8 exahashes, and upon full deployment of all currently contracted mining rigs. So, Robin, sending it to you first.
Texas always goes big, you know, not just the ladies with their hair, not just the guys with their hats, but also they go big into mining. And they are one of the leading areas, not just states, for energy. And we know oil comes from Texas. We know the grid is powerful.
You know what else
Texas.
comes from Texas?
What?
All my exes live in Texas.
Bro.
Yeah. Do we have any people from
Wow.
Texas in our chat?
That was original.
It was actually a song.
No.
Rocco enjoys it.
It was a song? Stop.
Shut your ass up, dude. Sick and tired of your ass. Anyways, you know, Riot.
I can see David standing outside the chapel like, why? Guys are just throwing away perfectly good rice. Like, why would you do that?
What? Where the hell did rice and weddings come from?
Because you're just calling out obvious stuff. We all know X's in Texas is the song.
Yeah, just like everyone except you knows that Harry Potter was a good movie. So you have Riot, Marathon, and Core Scientific that are like in this royal rumble of we want the most hash power on the Bitcoin network, and they're each gonna just one step each other. And so Riot,
Look at my hair. This looks terrible, bro.
yeah, please put your hat back on. Jesus Christ, Sir Babe is here. What's up, Babe?
Yep.
Sir Babe. Sounds weird. So could Texas become the number 2 hash rate in the entire world?
What's number one?
The U.S.
Well, they are. They're I mean,
Just like they say California, if it were its own country, would be the 7th largest economy in the world. If Texas was taken away from the U.S.,
they would be the largest. They'd be number 1. Isn't there more hash rate coming out of Texas than all the other states combined? Or is that?
That I'm not sure, but I want to say yes. Yeah. So U.S. is around 50% of the total Bitcoin network, and I'm assuming Texas is at least 40% of that. At least 40, 50%. I'm sure our producer here will fact check us. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Some fun news. This is pretty funny. If you're single, put a 1 in the chat. Because Crypto Daddy, the sugar dating, finally comes to Web3, baby. Crypto Daddy is a dating service that will revolutionize the sugar dating market via Web3 technology.
They have their own token. That's all I want to know real quick.
I'm getting there. The team claims to have solved the pain points crypto whales face in the sugar dating market. Crypto Daddy is now inviting prospective sugar daddies to verify their on-chain wealth on their website and unlock special benefits from hot babes as the verified wealth reaches the $10 million milestone. Crypto Daddy is built by people who have made their money in crypto and are looking to efficiently establish long-term relationships in the dating market. Crypto Daddy's unfakeable proof of wealth. They just created a whole new consensus. You got proof of work. You got proof of stake. You got proof of authority. Now you have proof of wealth. Their proof of wealth technology will help crypto whales find the partner they're looking for with much more reliability and privacy than driving fancy sports cars to nightclubs to show off their wealth. Now, how do you know if your online sugar baby is a hot model or a greasy scammer hiding behind stolen Instagram photos? Find out using Crypto Daddy's Know Your Babe service. Instead of KYC, it's KYB. Crypto Daddy collaborates with trusted third-party KYC services for fraud prevention and allows babes to securely share their personal data.
And in case y'all are wondering, we did not get paid to cover this, but I'm just letting y'all know right now. We did not receive any babe tokens.
And they do have a token, the Rich token.
Rich token.
And holding Rich tokens shows their owner's sincerity and spending power. Oh, and here's their website, by the way. And they have a wallet swap on their website.
It's, here's the thing, man. Just my initial, you shouldn't be meeting any of these. You should not be on here. If you're looking for love, this is not the place to find it. Because first of all, I'm assuming all the dudes are probably ugly. And all the women are gold diggers, right?
If you're on here, I mean, the whole premise is sugar dating. So, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, even their description is hella fucking feminist.
Gold diggery.
Yeah, they're calling, you know what I mean? There's no reference of a woman being a whale. They refer to the women as babes. Like this is trash, bro. This is trash from top to bottom. And it's you
want to talk about money grab?
Yeah, it's obviously just built solely for some rich, out of shape, ugly dude that made some money off of crypto, and it just screams of sleazeball, bro. Yeah, from top to bottom, right?
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'm not saying you couldn't have a dating app powered by crypto. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I'm just saying that, like, their whole premise, where they're referring to women as babes, you have Babe Tracker, and you know what I mean? Like,
KYB.
Aren't there some women that have crypto out there would like a dating service, perhaps?
Yeah.
And maybe not refer to them as babes like that. It's ugly, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, we're not gonna spend more
But funny article though.
Yeah,
funny.
That's pretty funny. So this article here, the Central African Republic adopts Bitcoin as legal tender. The Central African Republic, also known as CAR, has adopted Bitcoin as legal tender, the president's office said on Wednesday. The move makes the African country the second nation in the world to officially adopt Bitcoin as a lawful currency, enabling its citizens to use it in regular commerce as well to pay taxes. CAR is the first country in Africa to adopt Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. Now, internet penetration in the African country was estimated to be only 11.4% of the population in 2021 of January. That's terrible. That's terrible.
So you can always.
How do only 11% of the people in a country have access to internet?
Do you think that also encompasses?
That's sad, man.
Do you think that encompasses cell phone internet?
I don't know. That's just horse shit. 11%. That's bullshit. I want Starlink to hurry up, because if Elon Musk sticks to his word and Starlink goes live, everyone in the world is going to have access to internet, which is how it should be. So they're saying now these low numbers could hinder a widespread usage of Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency as, tender or anything like that. So, not the biggest countries, but again, you start small, because the large countries, the large companies, when it comes to ETFs, and the larger banks are waiting for the smaller ones to take that first leap, so they can sit back, watch how it unfolded, what they did right, what they did wrong, what can it be improved on. Same thing with countries adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. So we're going to see more and more of this. You're going to see more minute, smaller countries you might have never heard of. I mean, I've never heard of the Central African Republic. So
yeah, I haven't either. But yeah, they're not quite as aggressive as, say, El Salvador. El Salvador mandated businesses take it, so it's just another option. I think we discussed this earlier in the week. I think maybe last week. Yeah. You're gonna see a lot more people, a lot more countries accepting Bitcoin as legal tender, but that can go a lot of different directions. Is it just to pay taxes? Are you making everybody use it? Is it going to be one of another 3 currencies? There are multiple nations that have more than one currency. Are they just adding another one? Does the CAR, do they have more than one currency? Who knows? I mean, and it's not about if they do or not. But what I'm saying is that just the premise of nations controlling multiple currencies, and it's not something that's new and crazy and thought provoking. It's something that happens, and so depends.
Robin, we got
something new in here.
we throwing all out to my boy Jordan.
My boy Jay Bird. Hola, welcome, Sin City Crypto.
Jordan can be also a female as well. So if you're a female Jordan, I apologize.
Hola, female Jordan.
He said, "Nice work, guys. Thank you, man. We appreciate the feedback, brother or sister. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the content. Hit the bell notification. All right. I ain't got nothing else to add to this. Rob, you good?
Gucci.
All right. Congressman Tom Emmer preps a bill to put some stablecoins under the SEC's authority. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Tom Emmer a pro-crypto guy? Tom Emmer, what the hell is wrong with you? What are you doing? Let's read the article. Representative Tom Emmer of Minnesota is preparing legislation addressing dividend-producing stablecoins. The bill would allow, quote, stablecoins that include a dividend component to register under the SEC. More specifically, the term means a stablecoin that distributes all or part of the income made from the investment of the assets back in the stablecoin to the holders of the stablecoin. Critically, the version of the bill seen by the bloc would not make SEC oversight mandatory for even dividend-producing stablecoins. As a possible example, Terra USD, which is Terra Luna stablecoin UST, their holders can earn 20% returns on Anchor, which is operated by the same team as Terra, but the tokens themselves aren't exactly distributing investments. Meanwhile, Ampleforth is an algorithmic stablecoin that does something similar to a stock split but does not have backing assets. But the proposed regime would not seem to apply to several of the largest stablecoins, including Tether, Circle, or Binance stablecoin, for example. So, Robin, go ahead.
It's what do you think, man? You think they're going to regulate stablecoins, or you think they're just going to let the free market kind of evolve? Because I think that's where we're, so because there's 2 different lanes here. You have crypto in the form of what we consider crypto, your smart contracts, your blockchain, your store of wealth, proof of work, proof of stake. Anyways, you got your traditional style of crypto. Then you have your stable coins. Now, runs on the same technology, blockchain, it's transparent, whatever. Anyways, completely different, right? I mean, top to bottom, what they're essentially doing. I mean, this, your stable coins are pegged to the dollar. And so it's not about an emerging technology that changes the space that's going to be instituted. It's just simply a better way of transacting your dollars. That's it. Nobody's connecting their checking account to the blockchain, right? You can direct deposit to Coinbase, but you're not connecting your checking account to the blockchain. So you want to interact with the emerging technologies, the blockchain technology, you stablecoin up. So anyways, where I'm getting at here is that I think there's going to be 2 directions that crypto gets regulated. One being the blockchain industry, one being the stablecoin industry. I just don't know. I know where the blockchain and the Bitcoin and Ethereum is going. I know where that's going. It's going straight to the moon, baby. But I don't exactly know where stablecoins is going, because there's 2 things. The U.S. could just straight try to monetize it, and other countries are already doing so. And in doing so, they're going to come out with their own stablecoin and be like, hey, don't use their stablecoin. Use the U.S.'s stablecoin. And that brings a host of problems. But I don't know, man. I don't know what direction the U.S. is going to go. I think we're in that pivotal moment right now where that's kind of playing out. And crypto, Bitcoin, it's made a little area for itself. There are going to be some regulation to come in, but That's kind of established. I'm just curious, where the hell is stablecoins going to go? Because the more I hear a lot of this argument, stablecoins is going to take the market cap away from all cryptos. Do you agree on that?
Stablecoins is going to what?
So, like, you know how you look at coin market cap?
Yes.
The idea is that number one at the top of that list will be a stablecoin. If it becomes, if the transaction means, if the dollar is the world reserve currency, so if the means of transaction for institutions and also for nation states end up being through blockchain, then by default, a dollar stablecoin should be the number one.
Should be.
Yeah, I mean, you just think about how much money is traded just straight up between one country to the other, from one central bank in a country to another central bank in another country. How much money is transacted on a daily basis? And if you're pro crypto is going to take over the world, everybody's going to use crypto, then you can't deny the fact that stablecoin will probably be at the top of the list as far as total market cap, right?
Yes.
So there you go.
I agree.
Now, is it going to be a U.S. stablecoin or is it going to be private? That's the question.
And that question I don't have an answer to, but I hope it'll be private because politicians have given us reason to not trust them. And so I ain't trusting. All right.
That was your rebuttal?
Yeah.
Good one.
No,
yeah,
would you rather see a government-issued CBDC?
What do you think, David? I don't trust politicians. That's all I got.
Would you rather see a government-issued CBDC or a privately ran stablecoin being adopted as the main?
I agree with you. I just thought your answer was comical. That's all.
Okay, thanks.
You sound like a man scorned. Like, I don't trust that woman.
Denzel. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Wow. Harry Potter's a great show, by the way. Great movie.
Great show?
Movie. Shut up, dude. All right, there's one small more article I want to discuss. So there was a lot of money spent in the Super Bowl this year. And apparently it was a bust. The results are in, and the Super Bowl crypto campaign failed to deliver. Crypto firms failed to draw in a rush of new retail investors from their Super Bowl advertising campaign. More specifically, the persistent narrative that cryptocurrency is risky remains a general consensus. In 2022, Super Bowl viewing figures were up 16% from last year, averaging 112 million across all platforms. 112 million people watched the Super Bowl. This makes the recent Super Bowl the most watched program in the previous 2 years. A 30-second advertisement slot in 2022 costs upwards of $6.5 million for 30 seconds. Looking at the trading volume, Noel Atchison, who is the head of marketing at Genesis Trading, said the Crypto Bowl campaign did not bring a massive influx of investors as hoped. This he attributes to uncertainty in the markets. Robin, was all that money spent for did it go to waste?
This is my theory. Not even theory, it's my expert analytic perspective.
Are you analyzing right now?
I'm analyzing, okay? Let me tell you what's going on. First of all, are we looking at your screen? Here we go. Second of all, here's the thing. The commercials were trash. That's what was going on here. The commercials were doo-doo. You had Coinbases bouncing around a QR code for 1 whole minute. They bought 2 ad spots.
13 million for that.
They bought 2 ad spots back to back, bouncing around a QR code. You had the LeBron James talking to his younger self, talking about like, yeah, you're going to the league. Like, what are you talking about, man? That was trash. I mean, the only one that was the what was it? Crypto.com.
No, the FTX one was good with Larry David.
Yeah, was that
That was Larry David.
Okay,
FTX.
yeah, the Crypto.com was the LeBron one. Yeah, the Larry David
Crypto.com
with the
also had
FTX.
the Matt Damon one too, right?
The Matt Damon was better than that one, man. Dude, it broke out. You know what? I was looking forward to watching Matt Damon come out there at the Super Bowl, man. If he would have came out riding a Shiba Inu dog, bro, that thing would have been dope, bro. Like,
riding a Shiba Inu dog.
You know, like Katy Perry did in the Super Bowl halftime show, man. I'm telling you, man. That's what we needed. That's what we needed in a commercial. We needed needed some theatrics. We needed some star-studded talent, not LeBron James sitting on at a bear
Crypto
on the end.
experts.
He's sitting at the end of his bed talking to a CG version of himself, and that was it. And then, you know, we
Crypto exchanges, if you're watching, you can hire Robin as your marketing.
bro. If I had, let me tell you, if I had full range of direction, being a director, producer
Full range.
of the next crypto commercial, that thing is gonna be dope. That thing will be dope, bro.
Yeah, full
Like,
range.
Full range. I ain't talking about the gas stove either, bro. I'm talking about straight up crazy viewership. I'm talking about, yeah. I'm
A
saying,
man purchases 600 Shiba Inu dogs. What? Just have a bunch of Shiba Inu dogs run on the field.
dude,
That'd
I'm
be
telling you,
funny.
you could have on one end Shiba Inu dogs, and the other end like a bunch of bulls, and just have them just run into each other, you know, Braveheart style, you know.
All right, we're done with our talking points. We're moving on to my favorite segment, our market analysis. All right, so today I'll be doing TA on two coins, Solana and Aave. And we'll see if we're at good entry points or should we exit and what's going to happen to the price based on technicals. But first, just an overview of our cryptocurrency markets. So trading volume is right around $91 billion, down from yesterday. Bitcoin dominance is back over 41%, sitting at 41.5, and ETH still holding over 19 at 19.3%. You have Bitcoin teetering between this 38.5 and 39.5,000, up 1.7% over the last 24 hours, but down 5% over the last 7 days. ETH 28.59. Then you have Binance Coin under 400. Solana $97. Now, let's look at Solana. Okay, so this is Solana's Solana's daily chart. Okay, so don't really see any patterns, any micro patterns that we can say, okay, this is where we think it's going to happen. But what I want to do on the daily chart is I want to throw on my Bollinger Bands. And Bollinger Bands typically tell you volatility in the market. And what you see here is constriction of the Bollinger Bands. And history shows us that when the Bollinger Bands start to constrict, we will see a strong move. Now, whether that's to the upside or downside remains to be seen. If I scroll over here and I show you guys an example, you can see here, Bollinger Bands constricted, we saw a big move. Same thing here, Bollinger Bands constricted, we saw a move of, what was this? This was a 54% move. I know the candles look small, but it was a 54% move. So we know a move is coming, but is it going to come to the upside or the downside? Well, let's find out. To find out where the direction of this move is going, I'm going to go to the 4-hour chart on Solana. And looking at the 4-hour chart, it is definitely more clear. You can see a pattern. This, my friends, is a bull flag. So Bitcoin, just to kind of show the difference, Bitcoin's been in this bear flag. If I go back to the daily chart, Bitcoin has been in this bear flag. So you see a downtrend move, and then you see higher lows and higher highs. Typically breaks to the downside, which we did see it happen on Bitcoin here. If we go back to Solana, it's the complete opposite. If we go back to the 4-hour chart, you saw a move to the upside, and then bam, lower lows, lower highs. This is a bull flag, typically breaks to the upside. So am I saying go out and buy Solana? No, because nothing I talk about when I do technical analysis or anything on the show is financial advice. But if we look at technicals, if we look at charts, if we look at patterns, Bollinger Bands tell us a move is coming. The 4-hour chart tells us we're in a bull flag pattern, which means we're typically break to the upside about 70 to 80% of the time. Do with that information as you please. With that being said, let's go to Crypto Stackers and let's see what kind of risk to reward we would get if we entered Solana right now. So I'm going to skip the whole easy band part, and we're going to go straight to our Sunta levels, which give us risk to reward, and we are going to take The low back in, when was this low? This low back in May of last year, which was right at $18, all the way to the all-time high. And you can see we are sitting at 2-to-1 odds on long. So if you were to buy Solana right now at $99, you would expect to return 2-to-1 on your money. So Bollinger Bands, bull flag pattern, risk to reward, all looks good. I personally loaded up on some Solana this morning. Again, not saying you should, just to be transparent. Second coin I want to look at is Aave. So Aave is one of the leading DeFi protocols on the Ethereum network. They do lending, they do borrowing, they do staking, they do yield farming, they do all the fun stuff. Now, on Aave, let's go to the one daily chart on Aave. And same thing. First thing I always do is always throw on my Bollinger Bands. And same thing. Constricting Bollinger Bands, big move is coming. You can see the volume is starting to tick up over the last couple days. We went from, doesn't tell me the volume, does it? We went from we're sitting at 87,000 in volume right now, up from the last few days. And then we're kind of in this consolidation phase according to our Arun indicator. And if I go back to Crypto Stackers and I go to Aave, just to see. Now with Aave, I didn't really see any patterns that kind of stood out at me. So for me, here we go. I already have it plotted on here. Awesome. So this is the Aave chart. I'm going to take this away. We'll do this from the beginning. So first thing I want to do is I want to put on the margin pressure levels, right? So it kind of tells us where people are buying, where people are selling, where people are selling. So you can see here the incentive to short is decreasing, and we're getting close to this 1x short leverage spot here. You can see we dipped under it, but we came right above it, and this has been support a couple times. If we go back, we touched here once, we kind of almost touched it here again, and now we're kind of consolidating in the zone. And then if I take this off and I put on the risk to reward on Aave, we go take the high there and take the low. Already have the low plotted. So, man, we're sitting under 3-to-1. So if you enter Aave right now at $170, you can expect to get $3 back in return for every $1 you invest. So big moves coming. We're at good levels. So Aave, not financial advice. I have to say it every single time. I'm sorry. I just don't want people thinking I'm telling you to buy, because I'm not. I'm just saying, looking at the chart and technicals, now would be a good time to enter into Aave. If you're looking for a swing trade, long term, I don't really care about the price. If you're planning on holding long term over 3 to 5 years, price doesn't really matter. Your rate of return remains the same whether you put $1,000 in now or $1,000 in 6 months from now. So that's all I got. That's all I got.
All right, then.
Finito?
We finito.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho.
So our community member, Brokey Yoshi, decided he wanted to give back to our community. So he minted a KuCoin NFT. It's in our wallet. It's minted, and it's ready to be sent out to one of our community members. So either tomorrow or Friday, we will be raffling off that NFT on behalf of our friend Brokey Yoshi to one of our community members. And so we'll do the same thing. We'll set up the link. You'll click it, and then we'll contact you, and we'll walk you through the steps of how to receive your NFT. So Brokey Yoshi, thank you so much. We have so many community members in our community that are so selfless. You know, when HP won Bitcoin, he said, I want to give back to the community. When Russell won, he said the same thing. Brokey Yoshi, same thing. I love it. Like, that's what we're building. We're building a strong, fundamentally sound community. And we love you guys. So Brokey Yoshi, thank you so much. Wanted to give back to the community members. So again, either tomorrow or Friday, we will be raffling off that NFT. All right. That's all I got. Roll the outro music. On behalf of myself, Rocco, Harry Potter hating ass Robin, and J.K. Rowling, who said Robin doesn't know what he's talking about, we want to thank you guys for joining us on this Wednesday. We love you guys. Make sure you go check out the Theta video. Let's get that thing. Let's get that sucker going. Share it, like it, comment on it. It's a great video. It'll take a lot of time and effort. So go watch that video, you guys. Until tomorrow, peace.
I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Smoking on the island, say she wanna ride with me. Took her on a flight, said all her bags from Italy. I sent her with a friend, they shopping there religiously. Whoa, whoa, yeah. She say she love me, but that's when she rockin' Prada bag. Said she ready for the next, I won't, not so fast. Slow down, slow down, slow down, girl, don't you crash. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Cause we can mess up that pretty face, but we can fuck up that pretty lady. Tryna kiss up, I'm in your place. Man, this shit so crazy. Never thought I'd be doing shit like this again. Put that effort in, girl, then I repay you. Crash that thing out the park, now I feel like Babe Ruth, baby. This shit I can't do, baby. No, I can't move, baby. Nothing I can't prove, baby. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Question marks along your brain, wonder if you should try again. Look at me inside your brain, say